Okay, good evening. We are going to be looking at grammar rule. So before us is a grammar rule, and I can tell you in simple terms that grammar rule are a set of rules that help you define a valid string that a compiler can understand. So you can be given a question like this with the production rules, which are these rules here, and you'll be able to ask to generate sentences. For example, A equals to B minus const, or C equals to const minus D, semicolon, A equals to D minus B. So these are sentential forms or sentences. You'll be asked to generate them from this production rule. So we are going to start with the first one. Now they can either ask you for a leftmost derivation. If you're looking at the left, means you have to derive from A, but if you're saying rightmost derivation, means you're going to be deriving from this other side. So we are going to be looking at leftmost derivation for the both of them, and when we are done with this video, we'll be drawing parse tree for both sentences. So let's start with the first one. A equal to B minus const. Now from the production rule, we are starting with the first statement. We have prog will yield to statement. Statement will yield to statement without the S, or this line means or statement semicolon statement. So if you look at this first sentence, we don't need the semicolon, so we are going to pick the first one. Prog leads to statements, so we'll start with it. Prog. Now look at what I'm doing. I'm drawing two lines. This is showing the yields. It's different from this one. It derives this, right? So prog yield statements. Then we now have statements will yield to statements without the S, which is this other line we are looking at. Then what next? We are going to look at what statements can give us that will relate to this sentence form. So anything we are doing, we are keeping in mind that this sentence is what we are trying to get. So now statement will give us var equals to expression from this production rule. So we'll have var equal to expression. So after this, we are looking at A is equals to this. So that means this var can give us A. So then they gave us that var can be either A, B, C, or D. This line means or, remember. So var for here is equals to A. Now we are not going to derive this side first because we are looking at leftmost derivation. So we are dealing with the left first. So we'll now have equals to expression again, because you're not going to derive everything in one line. We'll move to the next one now. A now equal to. Now we are going to see how to expand this expression to be able to get what is here. Now expression, we are saying B minus const. Expression now is equals to 10 plus 10 or 10 minus 10. So since we're having a minus, we are going to pick this 10 minus 10. So we'll have 10 minus 10. Right? Now the next one, remember, it's still leftmost derivation, so we are going to do only this one first. Now 10 now is equals to either var or const. Since we are looking at B, and B is a var, so we'll pick var. Remember, the sentential form or the sentence is what we are looking at while trying to derive, and we are doing it one at a time, so we are not going to touch this term. The next yield will be A equals to var. Now is going to be our B, and we'll also still have our term here. Then we'll have A equal to B. Now we can now expand this term to give us var, and then now we'll have A equals to B. Sorry, this term now, that's no mistake. So this term now can either be var or const, and we're looking at const. So from here we can say term is equals to just const. Sorry for that mistake. So with this, we've been able to derive the sentence from this grammar rule. Okay, now we'll quickly just draw the parse tree for it before moving to the second question. And remember, this is leftmost derivation. Now parse tree is just a tree, right, that has from the root, from the head to the tail, but this time we're looking at from the roots now to its branches. So from here we have prog. What does program does? It's used to statements. We'll now draw it down. Now statements with s, then statements with s used to just statements without s. Then now this is where it expanded to branches. So we have just this statement gave us var equals to expression. So we'll have like a branch here. We have equal to here. Here will be var, and here will be expression. Okay, so now var gave us a. We're not going to repeat all of them, so we'll just stop at this. var gave us a, and we ended it at there. But now for this expression, you can see that it gave us 10 minus 10. So it's opening another branch here where we have minus in the middle. We have 10, and then we have minus 10. Now this term gave us var, right? So open up to var, and then this var gave us b. Remember, we are not repeating any one, just one at a time. Now this other term gave us const directly, so we'll now come here to const. So this is the parse tree, and this is the statement that we generated for this question.